Now please see the next varieties of questions in allegations. These are the next varieties of questions what we are discussing right now. Now please see this question. The acid and water in two vessels A and B are in the ratio 2:5 and 5:8. That means there are two vessels. This is vessel A and the second vessel is named as vessel B. In the first vessel, the acid and water ratio is given as 2:5. In the second vessel, the acid and water ratio is given as 5:8. This is what is given in the first statement. Read the next statement. In what ratio should the liquid in both the vessels be mixed to obtain a new mixture in vessel C containing acid and water in the ratio 4:9? That means there is another vessel. That vessel is named as vessel C, right? That vessel is named as vessel C. What they are saying is you need to take some liquid. You need to take a liquid in both the vessels and those liquids should be mixed. And the mixed liquid should be obtained in a new vessel C. Suppose in vessel A I will take some liquid. In vessel B also I will take some liquid. When I take some liquid in vessel A and as well as in vessel B, the acid and water in vessel C, it will be in the ratio 4:9. In what ratio you should pick up that liquids? In vessels A and B, and you should mix those liquids. In what ratio you need to pick up the liquids from A and B and mix it, so that you will get another mixture called as mixture C in vessel C that contains acid and ratio water in the ratio 4:9. That is the question. I hope the question is very clear for you people. Now see here, sir. I can do this question. I can solve this question in two ways. Now there are two parameters in this question. First parameter is A, which is nothing but acid. Second parameter is W, which is nothing but water. I will pick up my method 1, solving with respect to acid. I will solve it in method 1. I will also solve the first question in method 2 in this variety, and I will solve it in both the methods so that you will understand it does not matter which method you are solving in your examination. Now see here, if I pick the first parameter acid, that means I am trying to work with this parameter called as acid. Now see here, if I pick this parameter acid, in vessel A 2 liters of acid is present, 5 liters of water is present, totally 7 liters of solution is present. Out of total 7 liters present in vessel A, how many liters belongs to acid? 2 liters belongs to acid. So it is 2 out of 7. Why are you taking acid? Because in first method I am working with acid. Similarly, in vessel B, out of total 5 plus 8, 13. 5 liters belongs to acid. 5 liters belongs to acid. In vessel C, out of total 4 plus 9, 13. 4 liters belongs to acid. I hope this particular part is very clear for you. 2 by 7 is nothing but out of total 2 plus 5, 7 liters. 2 liters belongs to acid. Out of total 5 plus 8, 13 liters. 5 liters belongs to acid. Out of total 4 plus 9, 13 liters. 4 liters belongs to acid. Now, I got the values as 2 by 7, 5 by 13 and 4 by 13. But I don't want to continue the problem in this format itself because of the simple reason that 2 by 7 is a fraction, 5 by 13 is a fraction, 4 by 13 is also a fraction. I don't like to work with fraction. I want to work with whole numbers. So convert all these fractional values to whole number values. How do you convert these fraction to whole numbers? I have taught you in multiple cases. Take the LCM. That means I do not want the denominators to be present. If the denominator is present, it is considered as fraction. If there is no denominator, it is not a fraction. So what I will do is I want to cancel those denominator. To cancel those denominator, here the denominator is 7. In the other two cases, the denominators are 13. It is 13 in both the cases. So I want to cancel both 7 as the denominator and 13 as the denominator. So multiply by both 7 and 13. Multiply by both 7 and 13. If I multiply by both 7 and 13, 2 by 7 into 7, 7 will cancel and you are left with multiplying 2 only with 13. So it is nothing but 2 into 13. It is 26. 5 by 13 into 13. 13 cancels with this 13. You are left with multiplying 5 with this 7. 5 into 7 is 35. 4 by 13 into 7 into 13. 13 again cancels. 4 into 7 is 28. That means your question is in what ratio should the liquids in both vessels A and B should be mixed to obtain a new mixture in the ratio in the vessel C containing acid and water in the ratio 4:9. That means in what ratio they should be mixed. Q1 by Q2 is what they are asking you indirectly. It says that it is P2 minus P. It is 35 minus 28, which is 7 divided by P minus P1. 28 minus 26, which is 2. In what ratio you should mix vessel A and vessel B, liquids from vessel A and vessel B, you should mix it in the ratio 7:2. That should be the answer, which is nothing but option B. Now, you might get a doubt. We are working taking acid as the base parameter in this case. I got the answer as 7 by 2. If I take the base parameter as water, which is nothing but my method 2, will I still get the same ratio 7:2? Definitely yes. Definitely you will get the same ratio 7:2. Let us check out in working with method 2 by taking water as our base parameter. Now see here, same thing I will write. In vessel A, acid and water, it is given in the ratio of 2:5, and in vessel B, the acid and water is given in the ratio 5:8. I need to take some proportions of mixtures in both these liquids in both these vessels and mix it to form vessel C. To form vessel C having acid and water. In what ratio acid and water is present? It is 4:9. Now see here. In method 1, I solved by taking acid as the base parameter. In method 2, I will take water as my base parameter. Let me check whether I will get the same answer or not. I am taking some proportion of acid and water. I am taking some proportion of acid and water in vessel B also. Mixing both the vessels liquids. Liquids of both the vessels I am mixing. I am putting it to another vessel, new vessel called as vessel C. And the acid and water is in the ratio 4:9 in vessel C. In what ratio should I pick up acid and water in vessel A and vessel B, so as to form vessel C in the ratio 4:9 is the question. Now see here, I am taking water as my base parameter. Same logic whatever I discussed for acid as base parameter, I will take the same logic here also. Here in vessel A, out of total 2 plus 7, 5 liters, sorry, out of total 2 plus 5, 7 liters. 5 liters belongs to water. So it is 5 out of 7. Why are we taking water? Because we are taking base parameter of water in method 2 and we are trying to solve it. Similarly in vessel B, out of total 5 plus 8, 13 liters. 8 liters belongs to water. And in vessel C, out of total 4 plus 9, 13 liters. 9 liters belongs to water. But I don't want to work just like this with fractions. I want to definitely work with whole numbers to simplify my problem. So multiply by LCM. LCM of 7 and 13 is, it is 7 into 13. If I solve it, 5 by 7 into 7 by 13, 7 will cancel, it is 5 into 13, 65. 8 by 13 into 7 by 13, 13 cancels, 8 into 7, it is 56. 9 by 13 into 7 into 13, 13 cancels, it is 9 into 7, 63. If I take the ratio, if I alligate right now, Q1 by Q2 ratio is P2 minus P, 56 minus 63. It is minus 7 divided by P minus P1, 63 minus 65, it is minus 2. Minus 7 divided by minus 2 is nothing but 7 by 2. Either you take the first parameter acid as your base reference like the way I did in method 1, or you take the second parameter water as your base reference like the way I did in method 2. Either ways, if you have not done any calculation mistakes, you will definitely end up with the same answer for this particular question as 7 by 2. Answer for this beautiful variety of question in allegation is 7 by 2. I hope the idea is very clear for you people. Please see the next question. Again a similar variety of question. Let us see different varieties of questions in solving these allegation question. Now see here, sir. Please see this question. Next question in our allegation. Now see here. Same question. There is no difference, but let us practice one more question for our better understanding. Two vessels A and B contain milk and water mixed in the ratio 5:3 and 2:3 respectively. There are two vessels, vessel A, and there is another vessel, vessel B. Milk and water is in the ratio 5:3. In the second vessel, milk and water is in the ratio 2:3. This is my first statement. When these mixtures are mixed to form a new mixture containing half milk and half water, I am mixing these two vessels. I am mixing the mixtures or liquids of these two mixtures or vessels, and I am putting into another vessel called as vessel C. For example, this vessel C contains milk and water in equal ratio. It says they are mixed to form a new mixture containing half milk and half water. That means milk and water are in the ratio 1/2 is to 1/2. 1/2 is to 1/2 is nothing but 1:1. They must be taken in what ratio? They must be taken in what ratio is your question. Now see here. Listen to this carefully, sir. In what ratio you need to take the mixtures of milk and water in vessels A and B, so that my vessel C will consist of milk and water in the ratio 1:1. That is your question. Now, same logic. You take any parameter as your base reference, like the way I thought in my previous problem, either milk or water. Let me take milk as the base reference. If I take milk as my base reference, so if I calculate out of total 5 plus 3, 8 liters, 5 liters belongs to milk in vessel A. Out of total 2 plus 3, 5 liters, 2 liters belongs to milk in vessel B. Out of total 1 plus 1, 2 liters, 1 liter belongs to milk in vessel C. Now, I do not want to continue further because this consists of fractions. So, I want to simplify by taking LCM. LCM of 8, 5 and 2. It is 8 into 5. Right? LCM of first of all 2 and 8. It is nothing but 8 itself. 8 and 5 is 8 into 5, which is 40. Now, if I simplify further, this becomes 5 by 8 into 8 into 5. 8 cancels. It is 5 into 5. 25. 2 by 5 into 8 into 5. 5 cancels. 2 into 8. 16. 1 by 2 into 8 into 5. 8 into 5 is 40. 40 half. Half of 40 is 20. Now they are asking you in what ratio they need to be mixed. Q1 by Q2 ratio is P2 minus P. 16 minus 20 is minus 4 divided by P minus P1. 20 minus 25 is minus 5. Remove this minus in both numerator and denominator, or in other words, minus divided by minus is positive. Answer for this question is how much? It is 4 by 5. Next question. This is a small extension of my previous two questions, but there is a slight difference, but approach 95% of the approach from my previous questions remains the same. Now see here. The question says, a person has two different kinds of mixtures. Now there are two mixtures with a person. Let me call those mixtures as mixture 1 and mixture 2. Right? This is my first statement. In the first mixture, the ratio of alcohol and water is 3:4, and that in the second mixture is 5:6. Alcohol and water in the first mixture is 3:4. Second mixture, the ratio is given as 5:6. These are the two statements. As of now, whatever is given in English statement, I have converted to mathematical statement. Next statement says, if he mixes both given mixtures and makes a third mixture of 54 liters, that means mixture 3 totally has 54 liters of solution present. This is what is given in the question. Mixture 3 totally has 54 liters of solution. That means totally 54 liters of alcohol and water is present in mixture 3, wherein the ratio of alcohol and water is 4:5. They are saying that in mixture 3, the ratio of alcohol and water is 4:5. After mixing mixture 1 and mixture 2, the ratio of mixture 3, the ratio of alcohol and water in mixture 3 is 4:5. Then what is the quantity of first mixture whose ratio is 3:4 required to make 54 liters of third mixture? What they are saying is, in mixture 3 totally 54 liters of solution is present. This solution of 54 liters is a combination of mixture 1 and mixture 2. How much mixture 1 is present out of these 54 liters of mixture 3 is your question. Now see here, this is again the same kind of problem solving like my previous two questions. Let me work with any one parameter as the base reference, either acid or water, whichever you like. Suppose for example, if I take acid as my base reference, if I take acid in mixture 1, out of total 3 plus 4 7 liters, 3 liters belongs to acid. Out of total 5 plus 6 11 liters, 5 liters belongs to acid. Out of total 4 plus 9, 4 plus 5 9 liters, 4 liters belong to acid. But I definitely do not like to work with these fractions as 3 by 7, 5 by 11 and 4 by 9. I would like to convert it to whole numbers. LCM of 7, 11 and 9. All these three numbers are co-primes. LCM of co-primes is nothing but their product. Multiply the whole thing by 7 into 9 into 11. If I multiply, first value becomes 3 by 7 into 7 into 9 into 11. 7 cancels. So it is 3 into 9 into 11. First value is 3 into 9 into 11. Second one 11 cancels. It is 5 into 7 into 9. And the middle one is 4 by 9 into 7 into 9 into 11. 9 cancels. It is 4 into 7 into 11. If I simplify all these things, if I simplify, 3 into 9 is 27, 27 into 11 is, it is 297, right? It is 297. Similarly, second value is 5 into 7 is 35, 35 into 9 is, it is 315, it is 315. And the last value is 4 into 7 is 28, 28 into 11 is, it is 308. If I take the ratio, Q1 by Q2 ratio is given by 315 minus 308, 7. 308 minus 297, it is 11, right? It is 11. That means Q1 is to Q2 ratio is nothing but 7 is to 11, right? The ratio is 7 is to 11. What is the meaning of 7 is to 11? That means I am taking 7 parts of liquid A, or from mixture 1 I am taking 7 parts of mixture, and from mixture 2 I am taking 11 parts of that mixture. Totally I am making it as mixture 3 according to the ratio. 7 liters of mixture A, 11 liters of mixture B, totally 7 plus 11, 18 liters of mixture C. According to ratio, mixture 3 has 18 liters of solution, but according to the question, mixture 3 has 54 liters of solution. 18 is becoming 54, multiply by 3. What is your question? What is the quantity of first mixture is present? First mixture according to ratio is 7. That also multiply by 3. 7 into 3 is 21. Answer for this question is 21 liters. Suppose if they have asked you, what is the quantity of second mixture which was taken out to form the mixture 3? Then that also multiply by 3. 11 into 3 is 33. But question is not asking you 11 or second mixture. Question is asking you the first mixture. So the answer is 21. If you want, check it out. 21 plus 33 is nothing but 54, which is nothing but my mixture 3. I hope the idea of solving this varieties of questions in allegations is very, very clear for you people. ಬೇರೆ ಗುರು ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಯಾರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದಷ್ಟೇ. ಅವ್ರು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು. ಸರಿ, ನೀವು ಹೊರಟ್ಬಿಡು, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡೋಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಅದು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. Now let us see another variety of question in this allegation. Almost the same variety but slight difference. This makes another beautiful question. Now see here. Your question is, two vessels A and B contain milk and water mixed in the ratio 2:3 and 11:6 respectively. Now there are two vessels. Vessel A and there is another vessel B. In the first vessel A, milk and water is in the ratio 2:3. This is the ratio of milk and water. In the second vessel B, milk and water is in the ratio 11:6. This is what is given in the statement. Next statement. The ratio in which these two mixtures be mixed to get a new mixture containing 47 1/17% milk in the new mixture. That means there is another vessel. This vessel I will call it as vessel C. I will pick out some ratio of milk and water in vessel A and some ratio of milk and water in vessel B. I will mix these two ratios and I will form a new mixture which is having that mixture I will call it as vessel C. This new mixture which is present in vessel C has 47%. In fact, it is 47 1/17% of milk is present. That means out of total 100% of liquid or the mixture, 47 1/17% is milk. Remaining percentage is which one it is? Water. Now they are asking, find the ratio in which the first two mixtures are mixed. In what ratio are you mixing vessel A and vessel B is your question. Now see here, same logic sir, there is no difference at all. 47 1/17% is nothing but 800/7%. 47 1/7% is nothing but, sorry, it's not 7 sir, it is 17 here, right? Question is given as 17. It is 800/17%. 800/17% is 800/17 into 1/100. So 100 into 8 is 800. Finally, I will be left with 8/17. Sir, what is the meaning of 8/17? 8/17 means 8 liters of milk is present. 8 liters of milk is present out of total 17 liters of solution. Please do not consider 8/17 as 8 liters of milk and 17 liters of water. That is an incorrect thing. People will make this mistake. That is the reason I am telling you right now itself. Out of total 17 liters, which parameter are they talking about in this? They are talking about milk parameter. So numerator refers to the parameter which is being spoken or which is given in the question. That means out of total 17 liters, 8 liters is milk in vessel C. Now, if I combine everything, out of total 2 plus 3, 5 liters, 2 liters belongs to milk in vessel A. Out of total 11 plus 6, 17 liters, 11 liters belongs to milk in vessel B. Similarly, out of total 17 liters in vessel C, 8 liters belongs to milk in vessel C. This is an incorrect thing, sir. I am sorry. So this says that out of total 11 plus 6, 17, 11 liters belongs to milk, not 8 liters. So it is 11 by 17. Now LCM of 5 and 17 is, it is 5 into 17. If I simplify, 2 by 5 into 5 into 17, 5 cancels. 2 into 17 is 34. 11 by 17 into 5 into 17, 17 cancels. 11 into 5 is 55. 8 by 17 into 5 into 17, again 17 cancels. 8 into 5 is 40. In what ratio are they mixed is the question. Q1 by Q2 is nothing but P2 minus P. 55 minus 40, it is 15, divided by P minus P1. 40 minus 34, it is 6. Again you can further simplify it as 15 is 3 into 5. 6 is 3 into 2. Answer for this question is 5:2. I hope the idea is very clear for you. In this question, they are not giving you the ratio of milk and water directly in vessel C, but they are giving you this much percentage of milk is present. That means out of total 17 liters of solution, 8 liter belongs to milk, or milk and water ratio in vessel C is 8:9, because 8 plus 9 is only total 17. So like that you can convert it. There is a subtle difference between each and every question, sir, but you should understand how to tackle these varieties of questions in the most easiest way possible. I hope these 3 varieties what we have discussed till now is very clear for you people. Now please see this beautiful question, sir. It's a original SSC Mains 2017 question. I am solving the original question which had come in SSC examination. Please pay complete attention for this question and then listen to this carefully until we complete this question. Do not concentrate on any other thing. This is a very beautiful question, sir. Now your question is, a beaker contains acid and water in the ratio 1:x. Okay, there is a beaker, that is nothing but a vessel. Acid and water is in the ratio 1:x, right? This is the first statement. When 300 liters of the mixture and 50 ml of water are mixed. Now in the first vessel, the acid and water are in the ratio 1:x, and 300 ml of mixture is present in the first vessel. 300 ml of what is that? 300 ml of mixture is present in the first vessel, and there is another vessel. In this vessel, 50 ml of water is present. Only water is present inside the second vessel. 50 ml of water is present. It's a pure water. No acid is added into it. It is not a mixture or it is not a solution. It is a pure water of 50 ml which is present in another vessel. The question says, when 300 ml of mixture of this first vessel and 50 ml of pure water from the second vessel, if they are mixed, they both are mixed together, then the ratio of acid and water becomes 2:5. There is another vessel. In this new vessel, acid and water ratio becomes 2:5. Find the value of x is your question. If this ratio has to become 2:5 in the new mixture in vessel C, for example, what should be the value of x is your question. What is this x value is your question. This is your original question which came in SSC Mains 2017. The same question whatever we have got, we are trying to solve here. Now see here, sir, same logic. Let the question be whatever it is, examination question or whatever it is. my approach to the question remains the same. I will try to solve this question in multiple methods. First, let me explain you method 1. Now see here, sir. There are two parameters, acid and water. You choose any parameter of your choice. You will end up getting the same answer. If I choose acid as the base parameter, acid if I take out of total 1 plus x liters, out of total 1 plus x liters, 1 liter belongs to acid. This is in vessel, first vessel. What in the second vessel? Do you have any acid in the second vessel? No, it's a pure water. So acid parameter in the second vessel is 0. In the resultant vessel, out of total 2 plus 5, 7 liters, 2 liters belongs to acid. So it is 1 by 1 plus x, and second vessel acid is 0, third vessel acid is 2 out of 7. Now, can I say that if I alligate it, Q1 by Q2 is nothing but equal to 0 minus 2 by 7. It is minus 2 by 7 divided by 2 by 7 minus of 1 divided by 2 by 7 minus of 1 divided by 1 plus x. But before doing all these things, what we actually know is we do not want to work with fraction. Yes, even if I want to simplify fraction in this example, I might not be able to simplify the entire thing. But let me try to simplify as much as possible. I have denominator 7. I have denominator 1 plus x. So multiply by 7 into 1 plus x, or at least to some extent multiply at least by 7. If I multiply by 7, 1 divided by 1 plus x into 7 is 7 divided by 1 plus x. 0 into 7 is 0. 2 by 7 into 7 is 2. To some extent you have eliminated the fraction. There is only one fractional term here. That's okay with me. Now if I alligate it right now, Q1 by Q2 is nothing but it is 0 minus 2. It is minus 2 divided by 2 minus of 7 divided by 1 plus x. Let me simplify in the next screen. Again I will write the same parameters so that we will simplify. It is minus 2 divided by 2 minus of 7 divided by 1 plus x. This becomes minus 2 divided by this 1 plus x in the denominator. When I take LCM, it comes to the numerator. 2 into 1 plus x, it is 2 plus 2x minus 7. So Q1 by Q2 becomes it is minus 2 into 1 plus x divided by 2 minus 7. It is minus 5 plus 2x. But can I also say that 300 ml of mixture from vessel 1 is taken, 50 ml of water from vessel 2 is taken, and they are mixed? That means I can also say that Q1 by Q2, first quantity which is taken to form the third mixture is 300 ml. Second quantity which is taken to form the third mixture is 50 ml. So Q1 by Q2 is also equal to 300 by 50, which is nothing but 6 divided by 1. I can substitute here. 6 by 1 is minus 2 into 1 plus x divided by minus 5 plus 2x. Further simplified, it can be written as 2 into 1, 2 into 3, and you can simplify it as 3 is equal to this minus. I will take common factor in the denominator also. Numerator becomes 1 plus x divided by, if I take minus common factor and simplify, it becomes 5 minus 2x. I hope you are understanding, sir. Right? It becomes 5 minus 2x. It becomes 5 minus 2x in the denominator. I hope everyone is getting the point. Cross multiply and simplify. There is only one unknown variable x. You will get it very easily. 3 into 5 is 15. Minus 3 into 2x is minus 6x is equal to 1 plus x. 15 minus 1 is 14 equal to minus 6x comes to the right hand side. It becomes 6x plus x, 7x. X is equal to 14 by 7. The value of x is what they are asking you in the question, which is nothing but equal to 2. But if you observe this method 1, it is a very lengthy method, sir. Are you not realizing that? Definitely you should realize it. It is a very lengthy method. So much of cross multiplication, shifting here and there. So many things are happening in this case. So much of explanation is required for me also. More than me explaining so many things. For you it is so much of time consuming process in the examination. So let us also switch on to different other methodologies and see which method suits you. You decide which is the better methodology for you people, sir. Suppose same question once again I have drafted. Let me see how beautifully I can solve this question by using method 2. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Method 2. How beautifully I can solve this question by using method 2. Once again I am drafting the diagram. Acid and water in my first mixture is 1:x. Totally 300 ml of mixture is present in the first vessel. Only water is present in second vessel. Pure water of 50 ml is present in second vessel. These two are mixed to form a third vessel where acid and water is in the ratio 2:5. What is the value of x is the question. Now see here, I don't know the value of x, but I know that x value should be either 2 or 1 or 3 or 4, because these are the only 4 values which are given in the answer options. Any one of these values should definitely satisfy. Now if I take the value of x as the first option 2, I am assuming the value of x to be 2, and I am checking whether all the other conditions will satisfy. Let me check it out. If I take the value of x to be 2, in the first ratio it becomes 1:2, right? It becomes 1:2. What is the meaning of 1:2? The meaning of 1:2 is nothing but 1 liter of acid is present, or 1 ml of acid is present, 2 ml of water is present. 1 ml of acid, 2 ml of water, total mixture present is 1 plus 2, 3 ml. But question says in the first mixture, total mixture present is not 3 ml, it is 300 ml. So multiply 3 with 100. 3 into 100 is 300. 1 into 100 is 100. 2 into 100 is 200. That means in my first vessel, 100 ml of acid is present and 200 ml of water is present. Totally it is 300 ml. Now in the second vessel, water present is only 50 ml. Now if I mix these two parameters, acid in the third vessel is 100 and water in the third vessel is 200 plus 50. Both will come. It is 250. Check out whether it is in the ratio 2:5. Check it out, sir. Are you getting the ratio to be 2:5? Yes. 50 into 2 is 100. 50 into 5 is 250. Because I am getting the third ratio equal to be 2:5. My assumption of x value to be equal to 2 is also right. So answer for this question is x is equal to 2. Sir, if the answer x is equal to 2, if it is in fourth option, will it not take too much of time for me to solve? Definitely no. I explained you in detail, writing all these things for your better understanding. That does not mean that you should also write all these things to get it. You can directly say this as 100 and 200, because 1 plus 2, solve it in mind. No need to write it as 1 plus 2 as 3. So it is 3 becomes 100 into 100. Sorry, 3 becomes 300 into 100. 100 into 1 into 100 is 100. 2 into 100 is 200. You can solve all these things very fast. Even if the correct answer x is equal to 2 happens to be your last answer option, still you can save a lot of time compared to solving in this method of method 1. Method 1 will take a lot of time, shifting here and there and cross multiplying, simplifying, but method 2 will give you the answer very fast. But sir, yes, method 2 is good enough. I understood method 2. But can I have another beautiful approach? Is there any other better approach? Can I have some more beautiful methods for this beautiful question which was asked in original SSC Mains 2017? Yes, you can have method 3 also, sir. You can solve this question by using the concept of ratios, wherein you can get the answer much more faster compared to whatever you have got in method 1. Let us see what is that method. Now see here, acid and water is in the ratio 1 is to x in vessel 1. So 300 liters of mixture is present, and in vessel 2 only water is present, acid is not present. 50 ml of water is present. When you mix these two parameters, when you mix these two vessels, vessel 1 and vessel 2, I will get another vessel where acid and water is in the ratio 2 is to 5. Right? Now see here, sir. Simple common sense. First vessel, I am having 300 liters of mixture. Second vessel, I am having 50 ml of water. I am mixing. Totally in my third vessel, I should have 350 ml of mixture. Simple common sense. In my vessel 3, 350 ml of mixture should be present. But the question says it is in the ratio 2 is to 5, means 2 liters of acid is present, 5 liters of water is present. Totally 7 liters of mixture is present according to ratio. But question says no, it should not be 7. It should be 300 plus 50, which is 350 that need to be present in your mixture 3. So 7 is becoming 350. Multiply by 50. 2 also multiply by 50. 2 into 50 is 100. 5 also multiply by 50. 5 into 50 is 250. That means, can I say that 100 liters of mixture, 100 liters of alcohol is present in, what is that, mixture 3. 250 meters of, sorry, not alcohol, sir, acid rather. 100 liters of, 100 ml of acid is present in mixture 3. 250 ml of water is present in mixture 3. But think logically, sir. Can I say that this acid of 100 ml which is present in mixture 3 definitely should have come from mixture 1 itself? How are you sure that this 100 ml of mixture 3 acid should have come definitely only from mixture 1? How are you sure? Because mixture 2 does not have any acid. Mixture 2 only has water. That means, where is that acid coming from? 100 ml acid coming from? This should have come from mixture 1 itself. That means mixture 1 has 100 ml of acid, and that is corresponding in the ratio format as 1. 1 is becoming 100. Multiply by 100. If it is 100, how much water should be present? Another 200, because 100 plus 200 only is 300 totally. So 100 is to 200 is 1 is to 2. X value is 2. You either use method 1 or method 2 or method 3, sir. That is completely your decision. I do not want to interfere in your decision of saying which is the better method for you people. It definitely depends on people to people. You choose method 1 if you are comfortable. I will choose method 2 if I am comfortable. Another person will choose method 3 if he or she is comfortable. Whichever the method which you are comfortable, please follow that method. As I keep saying this statement, as a teacher, my role is to give you multiple directions. As a student, your role is to pick up the direction whichever you are comfortable with. I hope the idea is very, very clear for you people in this beautiful original SSC mains 2017 question.